Good evening. Welcome to Weekdays with Wendy. My name is Reverend Josh Attaway, and I'm thrilled to be hosting Weekdays with Wendy this evening. You know that for this entire year, every evening, we've been spending time together looking at different quotes and scripture verses from our daily calendar, all about our theme of love your neighbor, no exceptions. And every day we've been going through this calendar together and ending our day with an inspirational thought that helps to keep us focused on living out that theme of loving our neighbors. Today's quote comes from Charles Spurgeon, a British pastor. It says, "The exercise of benevolence is joy to loving hearts. The more pain it costs, the more joy it is. Kind actions make us happy, and in such joy we find communion with the great heart of Jesus." Kind actions make us happy. It really is true. To be able to take time to show kindness to others. You know, oftentimes we think that we do something kind for somebody else because we want to be a blessing. We want to do the right thing. And yet what we find is typically it blesses our hearts, our souls as well. I remember growing up in the church in our youth group here at St. Luke's, that in middle school and high school, we would take a mission trip every summer called Youth Force. And Youth Force was all about sending students who wanted to go and help others. We would go to a community and we would work together with other youth groups from other churches to work on homes and do minor home repairs for individuals that weren't able to do it themselves and couldn't afford to hire somebody to do it. And so they allowed us to come and work on their homes. The very first time that I went to Youth Force, we went down to Monroe, Louisiana. It was in July, down in Louisiana. It was hot, it was humid. I think I was in 7th grade at the time, and I had no idea what I was doing. We got down there and they split us all up with all the other church youth groups, and we had our small group that we were going to be working with. The house that we got assigned to, we were going to be doing a few different things. We were going to help to touch up some paint around the house on the exterior. We were going to be building a new set of stairs and handrail to come out of the house, as well as a wheelchair ramp. We'd be doing some minor roof repairs, a number of little projects around the house that just had been neglected over time and needed to happen. So we went and set about doing our work that week. And of course, at that age, I didn't really know what I was doing. I didn't know how to fix up a house, but we were learning and we were trying, and we went because we thought we wanted to bless somebody's life. Through the course of the week, we got to know our homeowner. She was living there. She was an older single lady living by herself, and she was not very mobile anymore, and that's why she needed the wheelchair ramp and needed the extra handrails to get out of her house. And we got to know her and visit with her, and she would come outside and have lunch with us, or she would stop to see what we were doing in the projects, and she was always so gracious and expressing her gratitude to us for what we were doing for her. Throughout the course of the week, what I came to realize as a young student is that although we had gone to Louisiana to help bless this lady's life and so many others, it really turned out to be an incredible blessing in my life. It helped me to find this calling in my life to be in ministry, to be doing the work of God in the world. It helped me to experience what it means to be able to bless others' lives and to have it bless my soul. Since that time, I've been on so many different mission trips as a youth, as well as now as an adult, going to places like Houston to help with hurricane disaster cleanup, and going to Honduras and helping with local missions around here in the Oklahoma City community. There's so many different opportunities to be involved in missions, but it doesn't always require going on a mission trip. Sometimes it's just doing a random act of kindness that helps to brighten somebody's day and to bless somebody's life. And what we find is that, just as Charles Spurgeon said, that kind actions make us happy. And in such joy, we find communion with the great heart of Jesus. We do these kind things because we want to be a blessing. But what we find along the way is it really does lead us closer to God and helps us to be connected to the heart of Christ. I hope you find some time to do something kind for somebody else and see what joy it brings you. Have a great evening.